And then we can start. Okay. I think we are almost set up. All right, I think we're going. Okay. So thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to talk about why our New Year's resolution get boring so quickly and how can we go about it. And the reason why is really maybe would be the kind of like the definition between what is New Year resolution and what is manifesting, what is it all about wanting to change something in our life, and how to make New Year resolution last long or exciting or engaging or really transformative. So thank you so much for joining me for this kind of 30-minute. And my name is Eli Cohen. I'm a medical Qigong practitioner, energy healing coach. I've been teaching thousands of classes over 10 years, many workshops, and help people heal from chronic health condition. And so this talks are just a way to spread the words of health and healing, movement practices, meditation, internal practices, that you can tap into and incorporate into your life. And this is January. It's a very special time to kind of everybody is talking and about New Year resolution and wanting to change things in life. There's a strong prayers going out to a good year, to a healthy year. Everybody's engaging with it. And there's a lot of people that are engaged in New Year's resolution. They really want to shift and grow and improve themselves to feel better. So this is I thought this is very relevant to talk about these type of topics. So let's start with a little meditation, like we always do. If you may, I'll just invite you to gently close your eyes and connect with your energy inside of you. Just feel where you are energetically today. We're starting to feel the physical body. Yeah, just maybe the legs, the shoulders, just going around and checking throughout the body. Where is there area of tension? Is the area of that feels good? The area that feels tight? Are you sluggish? Are you awake? Are you feeling vital? And what is the quality of your energy? Do you feel fine? You feel good? You feel happy? Maybe you don't feel so happy. Where are you? Where is the quality of your energy? When we say quality of energy, we mean the emotional state and the overall energy state. So just acknowledging these will help you bring your body into balance. Just kind of feel, and we feel it through just sensation. We can just tap into our energy, feeling what sensationally what's going on in the body, feeling awake or not. And then acknowledge also that the body, with no effort on your part, is breathing. You don't need to do anything to have the body breathe. So move your attention to the sensation of breath in the body, wherever it's most compelling to you. And stay in that spot that you chose to listen to the body as it breathes itself naturally. You're not guiding the breath or changing it, you're just listening to it. See if you can listen to the length of the breath. When you inhale, notice I'm inhaling, inhaling, inhaling. I'm stopping to inhale, and then it changes into exhalation. And then I'm exhaling, 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 stopped exhaling, and then back to inhalation. the length of the breath. And see if you can keep and maintain this focus, this attentiveness. To the length of the breath. And enjoy the pleasure of just feeling the breath. Each breath at a time. Let's move our attention to this new year and to our, maybe your dreams. Where do you want to find yourself in the end of 2022? Where do you want to see yourself? Who is this person? Who is this new person in December of 2022? That is you. What qualities would you like to have gained? And integrate into your system, into your personality. Nice. And from these high elevated dreams, let's come back to this body again, feeling the feet touch the floor, feeling the sit bones on the chair. And from a place of presence in your body, slowly open your eyes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And hi, Lorenzo. Hi, Judy. Welcome to this Chi Talk. Beautiful. So nice at noontime to just have a little time for us meditation, even if it's 5 minutes, makes a big difference. So yeah, what is it about New Year's resolution that people cannot continue with them for a long time? And what is the difference between New Year resolution and manifesting? As we go, and not this Sunday, but next Sunday, I'm gonna run a workshop. It's a 3-hour workshop about the art of manifesting. Call it hardwire change, and really kind of tapping into more of a Taoist practice, more of a Qigong practice of how to manifest. And in Taoism, we believe that things should come to you naturally. It should be an effortless task. Whatever you wish to have, whatever you want to welcome into your life, should be done with effortlessness. So this is kind of like the premise. And I just wanted to, because we talked last time about New Year resolution, and we talked, and somebody mentioned, like, you want to read few books every month or this year, or be doing that, or losing weight, or whatever, this or that. Manifesting, when you think about where you want to go, where you want to be, who you want to be, it should be from a place of passion. It should be from a place of desire. So the heart is very, very important. And and it comes from the reason that we are here. And the Taoists believe that life is for enjoyment. It's you're here to enjoy life. This is about pleasure, about enjoyment. And how can you make this journey more enjoyable? Where can you? And really, this is what we want to focus on when we are manifesting. We want to dream. When I tell you, hey, close your eyes and dream, where would you like to be? Where would you like to live? What would you like to do? And how do you like to? Who are your friends? What is new characteristic that now you have that you didn't have before? These come from a place of passion and inspiration and joy and playfulness. And really, this is really the core of manifesting. Because if you won't have that, if it's not come from a place of passion, from a true place of joy, of heart, then why would you do that? Your subconscious mind won't allow you to do something that you're not enjoying. Now, that said, that it's not about only having pleasure and having, it's not about that. There's some things that we want to learn, and learning and changing is part of transformation. It's not about just having pleasure, but you want to focus on something that you're truly passionate about, something that you truly desire. And the New Year resolution is just a more of a young yin and yang. So that's a young type of action that will help you get there. So the New Year resolution by itself, it's not like I want to lose weight, let's say. Okay, I'll give you an example. So I want to lose weight. I want to lose, let's say, 30 pounds. Not me. If I lose 30 pounds, you won't see me. So if you want to lose 30 pounds, let's say I want to lose 30 pounds. So okay, so I'm going to go about it now. But what is behind that? Because the losing 30 pounds or reading a certain amount of books every year, it's just the action. It's just the action, but there's something behind it. There's a passion that led you to do that. So a lot of time, the New Year resolution is just the action part. They're actually not the essence of your dreams. The dreams are originated from the heart, from how you see yourself in the future. And the New Year resolution, or the action items that you are dedicated to do, can be the New Year resolution. So and there's a way to go about it, to make it fun, to make it powerful, to make it enjoyable, to make it really exciting. So you can also, so if you look at what behind losing weight, for instance, you'll see a lot of stuff. And maybe if you look behind the New Year resolution, you'll find that the action items are not restricting your diet. Maybe there's something else. Maybe there's something else behind it. But even to go through so this is, and when we have the dreams, when we focus on the dream, when we igniting the dreams, there's a way to give them power that is much more than the New Year resolution. The New Year resolution would be just one action item. There are actually many in this New Year, many that come from the source, from that manifesting, from that dream. That dream created many different action items, and maybe losing weight is one of them. And there's other ones, but it's a whole, it's a much more of a, so the transformation, when you want to shift your energy you want to become this or that, or when you have some dreams, the New Year resolutions can be multiple, can be many, but the when you're always connecting to the dreams, it gives you power to actually complete it. And there's actually many different ways that you can go about it, not only one way. And so New Year resolutions are fun, little play, and they can yield, like, let's say, so let me share with you something personal. I decided that I want to increase my um, cardiovascular ability. So I started to jog every morning. I started it in the beginning of December, and I'm going to take it and I already seeing my heart rate, because I bought this watch that you can see where is your heart rate, and every time, and I'm already improving tremendously. So, but behind it, there was a much bigger dream that behind it, and this New Year resolution, the working on cardiovascular health, was just one thing that I do. I do other things to, I'm getting older. I want to build more stamina, more strength, and so there's different ways I go about it. But but when I have this dream in my background, it gives me power to continue with my dreams. I don't know if that makes sense to you. And the before I kind of open it to more of a conversation, I like to say that there's a difference between yin type of manifesting, bringing things into your life from a yin place, from more like a manifesting passively than actively. So the action items like New Year resolution, like run every morning 2 miles or 3 miles, going to be a yang type of manifesting. But the yin type of manifesting would have to take place too. So I will not only do the yang type of manifesting, I will also do the energetic part of it. And they're together creating almost like a friction and motivation and energy to move forward. So without the yin and the yang, it's really hard to keep one going at the always, and not to be bored with it, and not to lose momentum. It would be hard. In our culture, in our Western culture, we always talk about yang type of manifesting, which is motivation, to-do list, action items, and there's a lot of books about how to build motivation and how to form a new habit and how to keep going. Well, if your subconscious mind is not with you, it's going to be very hard, because the subconscious mind decides what you're going to do most of the time. 95% of the time, you're running on autopilot. Only 5% is conscious. So how do we talk with the subconscious mind? How do we bring it along? How do we, and this is starting to talk about the yin and yang type of manifesting that I kind of like just threw that word last time. But really, it's a more cohesive way to form, if you like, a habit, or to I wouldn't call it to form a habit, but it's just to change into what you want to become. And we need both. We need the action items. We need the to-do list. But actually, I know people that manifest only from a yin place, or the yang place is very minimal. So just sitting at home, things come to you. There are monks that do that. There's people that call in things into their life. Of course, that I believe that we need both. But this is really how to go about it. And if you have a New Year resolution, is to like look behind it and see what's behind it. What is the passion? What is the challenge that you currently have that you'd like to resolve? and to do some soul searching behind it, and to see what is your intention here. So this is a little bit of what I thought to talk about in this talk. And I just wanted to invite you to chime in, to ask question, or to just kind of ponder with me on this topic. Yeah, Edward.
So what hit me as you were talking, and I know somehow, some way for my life, in talking to my father, he would always say, "Hey, Edward, we're good people. We're good people." And I've carried that through. So never, and I want everyone to really get how simple the words are that I'm saying. It's like, really get that you're deserving of all the, you're deserving of being able to create new stuff for yourself. And that, my father's words and a lot of other things he said to me in conversations really got me through so much so easy, knowing that I deserve this because I can give it away to someone else. I can give it to my family. I can give it to friends. I could always be a positive energy. And I did that in business successfully, and I did it in my life successfully. And in the context, everyone, please get that you're really good people and you are deserving of lots of new great manifestations. And thank you for helping us through this, Ellie.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Edward. Thank you. It's very nice. And we always manifesting. And if you look at your life, you have a lot of blessings that many years ago you didn't think that you even gonna get. Like, would I thought that I'm gonna be here and living in this beautiful place and having all what I have, and years and years ago? No. How did it come to that? Yeah, so it's part of this practice, and we're gonna go through in the workshop in more detail. If you're interested to join, is how to connect with your power, because you have a lot of power. I just tap into the power that you mentioned, Edward, here, and the fact that you deserve it's more that you have it. You already have it, and you can direct it to wherever you want. And you already did it in the past, knowingly and unknowingly. And here we're talking about a little bit more of a conscious kind of action. Yes, Edward, one more thing you wanted to ask?
So what I keep on doing all the time is what you just said, is all these good things that we have, whether, I'm in Marin, you're in Marin, a few of us here, in Marin. And I always want to write a book from Brooklyn to Marin and how it's all been so good. How did I end up here? But I keep on saying all day long, miracle. Thank you, God. How did I end up with my house across the street from my kids and grandkids? Thank you, God. This is great, and really so important is to always acknowledge all day long all the miracles in your life. Oh, I was healthy today. Oh, I drove safely home today. Thank you, God. Miracle. This is great. And start training yourself to be in a grateful state and just keep on manifesting more goodness.
Beautiful. You're going into the bolts and nuts and bolts already. Lorenzo, you raised your hand. I wanted to just give you the microphone, so to speak.
Thank you. Nice to see you again. I have my list here. This is my list that I made before the new year. I have it hanging on my desk. And I look at it, and I'm looking at the list thinking, yes, I know I need to start this list or work on it, and I'll do a little something on one of the things, and then I'll just look for any other excuse not to continue. So I guess you're saying I got a lot of yin, but not the rest. So help me here understand that a little bit.
So you have the list. Is the list comprised of like action items that you're not doing? Is that what it is?
Yes, things like do your taxes, clean up your desk, do the
Oh, do your
photos,
taxes. Well,
the,
that never
the
is gonna get
usual stuff.
Yeah, so you have a lot of say again one more things from your list. Sorry, I after the taxes, that was like a funny one.
Clean up the studio, do the photos, clean up your desk, cover the shed, etc.
So yeah, so Lorenzo, that's great. Thank you for like going into like kind of a detail thing here, because these are action items. These are action items, and there's something behind them.
Yes.
There's why do you want to do all that? Like, why do you want to clean your desk? Why do you like why? So here, when we started manifesting, when we started to look at who we want to be, or where do we want to be in our life, then we start with an idea. The action item, the New Year resolution, are just coming really after we did the whole process. So we're starting with the dreams, we're starting with the visions, and these will give birth to these action items. And these action items might look different. Yeah, we have to do our taxes. Believe me, I don't like to do my taxes either.
Yeah.
Comes a point that we need to do it. And procrastination, I mean, it's a human disease. We all have that.
Yes.
And procrastination comes from lack of confidence, and self-worth. But it's not you, it's everybody. This is like everybody has that. Now, me too, and but to start I would start my work from the yin part, from the dreams, from the desires, from the passion, and let that build into the action item. That's what we kind of gonna do in the workshop. And maybe cleaning your desk would give you a little bit more clarity in your head, and that's why you're thinking you should clear your desk.
Yes.
And it is true. When the house is clean, when your environment is clean, you can kind of think clearly. But I would like to kind of tell you, hey, like let's throw this list for now, and let's start fresh. Let's start from the dreams. From what is your biggest challenges today, and how would you see yourself in the end of this year? Where would you like to see yourself, professionally, health-wise, relationship-wise, whatever you choose to, and maybe it's all of these, and what will get you there, and what is real true action items that will be very in line with what you want, with what you really want. Like if you said, hey, you know what, I'm closing my eyes, and what I really want is to be in Maui on the beach, and have a little shack there, a house, and work remotely. And I'm like, okay, well, that's a great dream. I would love that. Let's work on that. So what's the action items for that? How do we get there?
Okay.
I don't know if that helps.
Helpful, yes. Yeah. I'm ready to tear up my list and go to Maui anyway. It's
okay. Yes, Sharon?
So I'm very anxious for your workshop and to really get going with the list or the action. I practice a particular sect of Buddhism, and it's a verbal chanting, but I'm ready to go much deeper and inward to silent meditation to make all this into reality by manifesting it, by sitting with it, by making the declaration to have it happen. And Edward, you mentioned that all the things in your life are a miracle. Walking on water is a miracle, or turning water into wine is a miracle. But I really believe, Edward, that you have manifested these things in your life because you you've set it all into action and you've made it happen. So I think we are all together here on the right path, but looking more into a deeper, much deeper action phase.
Thank you. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it for sure. It's going to be powerful, and we're also going to use chanting, a little different from a different lineage in Qigong that talks directly about manifesting. Edward, yeah, go ahead.
So, my 40 years of my business and right through to today, I would make a list every day of what I had to get done. I didn't want to do it, but I confronted the list. And Nike's 3 words made them, over $1 trillion. Just do it. And I would stand in front of my desk and say, okay, I'm cleaning it up today. I'm going to do my taxes today. And that's exactly how I confront everything. That's easy stuff. What you're talking about, manifesting a good relationship, manifesting A, B, C, or D. The extracurricular, that's the game. That's the real game. But when you just want to do the ordinary, I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that today. I'm not going to go run a mile. That's not going to do it. Just do it. Stop thinking about it and confront it, from running to taxes. And if you want to go to Maui, go to Maui, get a ticket and go, and it's amazing, if you move in a different direction, you get different results.
Yeah, thank you, Edward. So I think that whenever we see the connection, whenever the action items are a birth, we gave them birth from our bigger vision. It's a little different. There's a little bit more perspective, and we're working towards a much bigger vision, a much bigger dream, much bigger goal. And the tools that Edwards mentioned, like gratitude, like saying that everything is a miracle. Everything is a miracle. The fact that I can turn my head like this is a miracle. Right? It's not being taken for granted. But and all this positivity is really helpful. Where that tool become very helpful, it becomes very helpful whenever we step out of our comfort zone. And to change something in your life, you would have to step out of your comfort zone. And maybe in the new dreams and the new dream that you worked on, one of the action items would be to clean your desk every morning. And that would be still hard. It wouldn't be as hard, but maybe it would be still hard. But stepping out of the comfort zone is uncomfortable. And picking up the phone and calling somebody, calling a real estate agent in Maui and telling him that maybe that's outside of your comfort. And so all these tools of gratitude, of positivity, of all this bringing our energy to a vibration that will allow us to continue staying out of our comfort zone. And eventually this comfort zone will increase. So whatever you were uncomfortable before, now you're comfortable with, and we can expand that circles. We'll go over it in the workshop in a little bit more detail with more examples, and you're gonna do a whole you're gonna work together on it. You'll see it's fascinating, but yes, to stay in the high vibration zone is just allows us to go more, to leap more. Because when you are where you are stressed, when you're in a place of fear and stress, you're more likely to stay in the survival mode. That's what everybody did during the coronavirus pandemic. I guess it's still here. That people just kind of shrink their energy and did whatever they can, and they kind of so how do we relate to life circumstances in an opportunity way, in a positive way, to keep our energy elevated and to actually expand and continue to expand. I don't know if that's too out there or vague what I'm saying right now. But thank you so much, Lorenzo, for like sharing this. This is golden here, and and thank you, Sharon, too. I'm also looking forward to this workshop. And is there anything else that anybody wants to mention before we close? Yeah, Gail, go ahead. Do we have?
I think that forgiveness and also a sense of grief needs to be embraced and given space, because as much as I am a proponent of, and I embrace, and that's something that you represent for me and many others, Ellie, is the positive, is the possibility. There was Peter who mentioned his depression, his sense of grief.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I stay with what he shared because it showed such a great amount of courage to be that vulnerable from a male, where their upbringing is never let them show you cry, or never let them show your pain. I was impressed with Peter, and it stayed with me because it touched my heart. And I think that part of the balance that you speak of, yin and yang, that grief or depression or a sense of hopelessness also needs to be given space, to be acknowledged, because you can't change that which you don't own. And
so true.
everyone
Beautiful.
wants to, be up. I want to be up. And today is a dark day for me. And I have all the tools, I have all the training to address that. But you see, sometimes we need to give space to that which is uncomfortable, to that which is depressing or grief producing. And I think that needs to be a part of the element of moving forward. You can't.
Yes. Thank you so much for this. And this is what I love you guys' contribution, because it makes these talks so much more rounded and full. And this is a big topic, actually. If in also in moving forward, like Gail mentioned, like you mentioned, we have the tendency to not want to be down, depressed or angry or stressed or anxious. We don't want it. We don't like it. And subconsciously we push it away, because we cannot move forward without being in that space and allowing to feel that place and allowing it to open up and to say, today's my day off. Today I'm attending this. And this is a very important part of moving forward, of continuing, is not to put a lid on something that is happening inside, because eventually it's just not, that's what we call a chi stagnation. And especially in a liver, chi stagnation comes from emotional distress that is not being expressed. Anger changing to frustration changing to depression. If we're working on the emotional part of Chinese medicine, you see how emotions that are not being acknowledged and giving space to are formed into different emotion, and eventually attacks at draining all the organs in the body. So that is very important. And thank you, Gail, for mentioning this. This is super important. And also, and also there's a big chunk of it, you know, and we talked about one workshop was emotional resilience. We talked about it in detail. We did also in a program, Surviving to Thriving, during the pandemic. That's a very important part of how to lean in to the discomfort. And like you said, there's yin and yang. We cannot feel happy if we don't know how it is to feel sad. We have to experience both, and we have to give both time and place. And so we're gonna talk about it all in the workshop that we're gonna do about how to, and that's become very important during a time where you try to motivate yourself to do something, to go on your task list, and you're not there. And so how do you go about it, and things like that. So wow, Gail, thank you so much for this. Thank you so much for adding this kind of this topic, and it's very important. And I know that what I do myself is lean in, because leaning out of discomfort eventually is catching up with me. So it's definitely an art. Manifesting is definitely an art. And I'm really excited to share with you more in a workshop next week. We're going to also continue this talk about manifesting, and just continue another perspective of it. So thank you so much for joining, everybody. Thank you for this. Judy, thank you for coming. You're kind of like a new member. This is your second time, right? Yes. Okay. Thank you, Lorenzo, for showing up here. First time, right, Lorenzo?
I came. No, I think I've seen you before, but I also came to that outdoor thing at your house.
That's right. That's right. During COVID.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Marty, Bart, Esther. Thank you so much, Gail and Edward. Let's close it with a little bit of meditation, if you will. Let's close our eyes and just see where you are right now. Energetically. And yielding to what is. Like we yielded to the breath, we yielded to where we are emotionally, we yielded to where we are physically. Yielding to what is, it's a way of liberation, of self-liberation. Let's continue with the breath, the sensation of breath in the body, wherever it's most compelling to you to listen to it. Not the breath how you like it to be, but how it is right now, yielding to where you are. Will bring you peace and liberation. Thank you, Gail, for that. This is part of the kind of the physical portion, or the energetic portion of how to lean into where we are. Just listening to the breath as it is, not how you like it to be, but how it is. The length of the breath. As it comes in, you notice the breath is coming in, coming in, coming in, it stops coming in. It starts going out, going out, going out, going out. It stops going out. It's again started to go in. Like this. Be very attentive. And let's end this by putting both hands on the heart center. And having a little bit of a prayer. Prayer for where you'd like to be. May you experience peace, happiness, love, and harmony within your system. Nice. Let's open the hands and open the eyes. Beautiful. Thank you guys so much for joining me here. Beautiful. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at Good Night Qigong. If you haven't been, it's really, really nice class. Right, Edward?
I just want to say that Good Night Qigong is way past my bedtime. I'm on the East Coast.
Oh, I see. Well, you can use the recording.
I do.
Oh, okay,
For me
cool.
also.
Awesome.
Yes, I'm up to 8, 9, and 10 hours of sleep with Good Night Qigong. It's amazing.
Thank you.
It's the best. It's the best.
It is the best, right,
Thank
Marty?
Thank you, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Have a great day.
Thank you, you guys.
Great day, everybody. Great life, everybody.
Thank you.